What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve. Thank you for joining us. And now all the YouTube guru people are telling me that I gotta tell you to hit the like and subscribe like immediately as soon as the video starts, but I want to let my work speak for itself. So please consider that as we go through the video. Now, if you are not new here, you've been around for a little bit, you know that I've done a few reviews on some Nike golf cleats, specifically Jordan Retro Nike golf cleats. And because that is a performance-intensive type of shoe, I mean, you don't buy golf cleats to do anything else other than golf in them. I wanted to give you guys an update on my experience with these shoes. Now, the first one up, we have the Jordan 5 Lows in that beautiful white fire red black colorway. And I thought that this might be the golf cleat of the year. When I got them, I fell in love with them. I love the outsole and all of that. And really, it has not disappointed. And I got some feedback also on Instagram. Feel free to give me a follow there if you'd like. People telling me that they absolutely love this shoe as well. And it really checks all of the boxes, for me at least, with golf shoes and what I look for. I mean, obviously one is style. The Jordan 5s, even as a low, you can't hate on this. I mean, look at this, it's beautiful. And then it is comfort and fit, and these fit great. You know, as far as a Jordan 5 goes, they fit wonderfully. It's a nice wider sole, so it's a nice comfortable platform. And lastly is performance. How does it perform on the course? Now, I speculated in my review of these before I'd even used them that these were going to provide a very solid platform to swing in because of this outsole. It's a nice rigid outsole, and it did not disappoint in that regard. I felt very comfortable swinging in this shoe. Now, I did get a lot of grass buildup here on the heel spikes, but that is something that it just was not used to anymore because my previous set of cleats did not have the traditional golf spikes. It was actually a groove pattern, and those worked really well, and I loved them. I mean, you barely even had to clean them. You kind of just like wipe them down, and they were good to go as far as, you know, grass and things getting stuck in the cleats, because that is a consideration with golf cleats. The grass tends to swirl around these spikes, and when that happens, you lose traction. So two things, obviously, to address this. Number one is cleaning these cleats every time you golf, and that really will solve the problem for the most part. The other solution is I'm going to get a set of aftermarket spikes to replace these with, ones that got a little bit more teeth and can grab better. That's kind of standard procedure for a lot of, you know, higher end scratch golfers. Like, they're not going to roll with the spikes that come right out of the box. They've got their own like aftermarket brands that they like. So that's what I'm going to do with these as well to improve that traction. But when they're clean, kind of like this, I mean, the traction is just fine for the amateur golfer like myself, but I'm going to give myself a little bit more grip going into my next round of golf with these. Speaking of rounds of golf, I have played over 20 rounds of golf already with these shoes. I am an avid golfer. That might sound crazy that, you know, it's only June and I've already got that many rounds of golf in. It's just something that I really love. It's a hobby of mine, so I play a lot of golf, and I didn't want to give you guys a in-depth performance review until I played a requisite amount of golf to really warrant that. I mean, you know, 1 or 2 rounds here and there could work for you, but over the long term, your feelings might change a little bit about the shoe. So after 20 rounds, though, I think it's pretty safe to say I'm very pleased with these cleats here. And to add to that, the rounds I played in the beginning of the season, like pretty much the first 10 rounds at least, were walking. So usually I'll use a cart because walking, especially in the summer heat, can be very fatiguing. But I bring that up to say that I was walking a full 18 holes, sometimes in like 80-degree weather, and my feet were definitely tired, but definitely comfortable. Like, I don't think the shoes hindered me in any way. You know, if anything, they helped keep me going. You do have the visible air units in the back here of the cleat. And overall, the performance and comfort after a grueling 18 holes of walking in, you know, that hot summer sun, which, if you haven't done it, is pretty tough. I mean, you see the guys, the pros on TV doing it all the time, and you kind of take it for granted. But when those guys are in Florida and it's 110 degrees on a Saturday midday, it's not easy to keep going and perform at the highest level, so your equipment is going to matter in moments like that. So that is a big consideration as well. So walking, riding, whatever the case, I thought these were also comfortable. The only gripes that I really have with the shoe, I mean, it's a short list. I would say number one would just be like the quality of the leather. I think it could have been a little bit nicer, could have held up a little bit better. I mean, these shoes look pretty beat up for just 20 rounds of golf. I mean, that's kind of like, I think with most amateur golfers maybe play 10 to 20 rounds over the course of a season. So, 1 year in wear. But yeah, I think there could have been a nicer, maybe pebble grain leather on this to kind of ward that off. It doesn't help that they're white as well, so it's going to show really all the dirt and grime. But I think that's it on my list of gripes with this sneaker. The only other thing would be maybe for $200 I could get better spikes. I don't have to replace them myself. Like, these do the job, but maybe some better performance-based spikes right out the box would be appreciated. Other than that, I don't have any complaints. Now, as far as the fit goes, for you guys out there that are wondering, I went true to size with this shoe. I also went true to size with the Jordan 11s, which I'm going to be talking about in a second video. But yeah, true to size, fits well. It may be a little wide and loose around the toe area, so you could try a half size down, though as I understand, these are pretty hard to get your hands on now. You're pretty much going aftermarket for these, so you're gonna probably have 1, maybe 2 shots at it, and then it's gonna be a hassle to turn around and flip them. So I would go true to size, and you wear a nice pair of comfortable socks. I actually just wear like performance basketball socks a lot when I golf, because I usually do wear pants. I'm not big on shorts. It's gotta be really hot for me to wear shorts, so I'm always wearing pants when I golf anyway. And I go with some nice, comfortable, cushiony basketball socks to go with my basketball golf cleats, really. And that does it for me, guys, on this video. A 20 round in review on the Jordan 5 Lows Golf Cleat Edition. And I love this shoe. I get nothing but compliments on it, and it's comfortable, it performs. I mean, in my opinion, when Nike is making golf cleats that perform as well as these do with the retro uppers, I mean, I don't see much of a point to buy a traditional golf shoe. I mean, they look nice, but they don't look as cool as Jordans. I mean, let's be honest. Now, there is a couple new golf cleats from Nike and Adidas that are pretty striking and look good, but I mean, what looks better than a Jordan 5? Probably other Jordans, but definitely not other golf cleats. So if this is your style, I know not everybody can pull it off, I definitely recommend it for you, and you will enjoy yourself on the golf course rocking these, getting the compliments, hitting the shots, hopefully sinking the putts. And I'm going to be talking about my white on white Jordan 11 lows. I've also played a fair number of rounds in those as well. Once I hit that 20 mark, I'm going to drop you guys a nice review after I get my full thoughts and impressions on that pair as well. So far, so good. Definitely recommend the Jordan 11 lows immediately to you guys. So, of course, they come with a price premium as well, but that's Jordans, right? That's just where we are. So thank you again for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you will consider sticking around, hitting the like and subscribe, and join me for the next video. Got some new shoes coming up, some dad sandals, we shall say, coming up as well that I think you guys should give a second look at if you dismiss them immediately. And yeah, plenty of more things coming down the pipeline, guys. So thank you again. I will see you on the next one, and I hope you have a good day, good evening, good night, whenever you're watching this. Peace.